Let me grab a chair. We're hanging out in my kitchen tonight. So we are going to redesign it. I'm so sorry. Let me get it going here. Okay. I'm going to give you a tour of my kitchen. So maybe I shouldn't put this in here yet. I'm trying out some new equipment. You'll forgive me, right? Okay, so we're gonna hang out in my kitchen, and I may have to move that thing around. Anyway, I tried to get enough light in here. So first of all, let me tell you that sometimes I like to play while you were out. My husband will tell you that I like to play that little game, and sometimes I like to start big projects when he's away. So this time at least I told him about it. I asked his opinion. Sometimes I just do these things and I don't ask, but this time I asked. So I'm going to give you a little tour of the kitchen, and then I'll tell you what my design ideas are. Now, first of all, I want to tell you though, it's really hot, so therefore I am a hot mess. But it is also, my kitchen is a 1938 kitchen, and I don't have any grand plans of remodeling or putting a new kitchen in. So every time we change things, it's with paint. There's a lot of things in here that I just love. So let me see how we're set up and the best way to show you around. I am going to just grab this. I think I'll turn it around, that way I can see what you're seeing. I'm sorry. Okay. I don't know whether there's a place to turn it around or not. Okay. Flip camera. Yes. Okay, so you're seeing my stove and a large close-up of watermelon. Okay, so I have this red walls in here, and we do have some stainless steel appliances. I've done my cabinets previously in collard greens down below, and I put crystal knobs on, and I also did a paint treatment on the counters that was kind of like a crackle finish. And I did the upper cabinets. I'm going to turn around here a minute. Whee! Okay. I don't want to get tangled up in cords. Sorry. Okay. So I did the upper cabinets in white, and I took the doors off. I love Pioneer Woman, and I also love Royal Albert, Old Country Roses. And I have all kinds of paint on my counter because we're going to do all kinds of things. I want to show you this feature in my kitchen is the window. And the best way for me to do that, I'm not sure. But it flips down. What I'll do is after a while, I'll flip it down so you can see it. There's a stained glass window or a beveled glass window up there, and it'll flip down. So anyway, so let me back up here. I'm going to set this down here a second and tilt this up. So this piece of furniture over here, my dad did, and I love it. I'm considering doing a little repainting on it. I also have these cabinets. Sorry, again, I'm trying to do this. So I have those shelves that go the whole way up to the ceiling. So one thing I'm going to do for sure is change the color in here. I'm tired of red. I wanted to put that down, but I'm not tall enough. But I do have a ladder. So anyway, I'm tired of red. So we're going to go with a few new colors. So come over here and I'll show you the colors that we're going to choose. And this is, my cord is only going so far. So I'm going to put this here and flip the camera around. Okay, be right there. Okay, I wasn't sure exactly how the logistics were going to work. So anyway, I want to replace the red with white cap. And yes, this is Dixie Belle's Silk All-in-One Mineral Paint. I don't have a whole lot of walls, so at least I'm going to try on the color anyway. And I'm kind of curious to see how the paint that has the primer built in and a built-in top coat is going to cover these red walls. If not, I do have some Dixie Belle Boss in gray, which would be a great stain blocking primer. And then I have my lower cabinets done in collard greens, which is a Dixie Belle color. But I'm going to go with Hampton Olive. So you can see there's a difference there in the color. But the last time I did the kitchen, it was inspired by roses, okay? I still love roses, and we're still going to stick with that. But I'm getting tired of my countertops. So I think I'm going to go with black. And this is Anchor. Then I have this backsplash back here, which is like that anaglypta or textured wallpaper. And it's in hammered silver. And I'm going to switch that out. I think I'm going to dry brush it with the white. So it'll kind of be white, 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 and then the black counter. I think it'll make the kitchen look a little bit bigger. Okay. So let's come over here a second. And the first thing that I think I want to do is I want to hop up there and I want to see what the white is going to do over the red. So I have an assortment of brushes, but I also have a little cleaner. I have Dixie Belle's White Lightning that I just want to do a little, spritz and a little clean before I get started. So like I said, I'm trying out some new equipment here. So I'm going to try tilting this up. Okay, not too bad. And I'm going to get up here and see how this goes. So I appreciate you bearing with me. And I'm so excited because I think that we'll reach 900 subscribers before the end of the day, I think. And I'm just like over the moon, tickled. So, as you can imagine. So, pardon my back. I'm just trying to get set up here. And if I fall, you can call 911 for me, okay? All right, I have a microphone cord that's super duper long here. Alrighty. Okay, up I go. Alright, so first I'm just going to take a little bit of the White Lightning. And I'm just, this isn't all going to happen tonight. This is just trying on colors and seeing if the colors that I selected are the ones that we're going to go with. Okay, I think I better go up one more. Like I said, if I fall, just call 911. Tell them to come to the crazy lady's house. They'll know where to come. So I'm not sure if it's hot where you are, but boy, am I hot. Okay, and I'm just going to mist a little bit with the water. So I used, like I said, that was White Lightning. Oh, I think I'm going to mist myself. Oh, yeah. That's good. I have extra paper towels, but... All right, so always want to give a good cleaning before you get started. Now, I'm going to come down a step and so we can talk. So what I'm going to do is get the white cap and have a brush here, and I'm just going to try it over this red paint. So I'm going to set this on my shelf. So what's your opinion on the open shelves? Some people say they could never do it. I'm not a neat person, but my shelves are because everybody sees them. So I do tend to keep that a little neater. Okay. I was gonna say, where's my paint? But I put it up in there. Okay. Here we go. Now I would probably use a roller for the walls. And again, I'm just trying on this color because I want to see how well this goes over, and I just want to see how I'm gonna like white walls after having red walls for such a long time. So I'm going to change out some of those plates and stuff. Okay, I'm actually kind of pleasingly surprised because it almost looks like 2 coats would cover it. I have tried this over other things, and again, I'm super impressed with this paint. Now, you know, it's not a wall paint, but I have used Dixie Belle paints in the past to paint my walls. So it's just paint. It's up to you. Paint's expensive one way or the other. So okay, so I have a little bit of that on the wall, and now I'm going to put a little bit on the cupboard where I cleaned that. Oh yeah, I can see that's definitely a brighter color because I'm pretty sure I used buttercream the last time. I'm going to keep the inside that yellow color. I think it's Rebel Yellow. And I'm not going to go too crazy doing the side here because I'm not going to take the time to cut in. But I just wanted to see the difference there. And I want to do enough so that you guys can see. So I honestly don't think it's going to take any more than 1 coat, but we'll have to let it dry on the cabinet. But wow, I'm liking that already. Okay. So we're going to do a little bit of everything here. We're going to do a little bit of countertop, and we're also going to do a little bit of the bottom cupboards. So we'll get a whole look at the brand new, the new look. Okay. So I'm done with this ladder for a while. I'm going to fold that up and get it kind of out of the way. I don't know whether, well, let me see. I don't know whether you can see this or not. I'm going to, oh boy, oh boy. Sorry guys, told you, new equipment. I'm so sorry. I'm going to put it back in there because I need a holder. Okay, I see that. Okay, never mind. I'm not even going to bother with that. See, I don't want this to fall over. So all of a sudden the weight has shifted on this thing, and I think that's going to happen again. Okay, I think we're okay. All right, so let me move over here and move a few things on the counter a little bit. And let's do a little something on this counter. Or on the backsplash, rather. Okay, I'm going to move my plates. All right, aren't you glad you stopped in tonight? Feel free to say hi if you are stopping in. I think I can pull up chat. So yeah, so let me know if you're popping in, where you're from, and what you think about all this. Okay, so I didn't clean this, so let me clean that. So my live videos might be a crazy hot mess, but you know what? At least this is real life, right? It is real life. Okay. All right, so I have some paint still on here from when I was painting up above, and I just want to kind of do a real dry brush on this this textured paper. It's already silver, and I just want to paint a little bit on it, and then I want to wipe some of it back. Okay, so it's white, and then I'm just going to take and wipe it off a little bit. All right, so I don't have enough done of the wall yet to really give me the whole picture, but let's move on down to the counters. But I'm going to grab a baggie here and put my brushes in. Because I don't want to wash my brushes out. So if you're just tuning in, we are experimenting with some paint colors in my kitchen. So I knocked this over once, but I'm gonna show you that we did up above a little spot in the white, and we came down here and did some more white, and we did a little on the backsplash, and now we are going to paint a little on the counter. Okay, and I'm going to try to move this again and try not to knock you over. Okay, all right. So this time I am going to clean off the counter using Dixie Belle's White Lightning in a spray bottle, and I'm just doing little sections here, wiping this off. And then I'm going to rinse it. Again, that's in a spray bottle. See, now I'm forced to finish the kitchen then. If I start, I have to finish. Okay, so I'm going to take a sanding sponge and I'm going to rough up this surface here. Now, I want to tell you about countertops. If you've never painted countertops before, if they're shiny, then you need, where is it? Oh, thought I had it here. You need Slick Stick, which is a bonding primer, okay? So I'm gonna wipe this off. But I have painted my countertops before. Like I said, I used an IOD stamp on them before. And now I just want to kind of go back to just a plain color. So I'm going to use Silk Anchor. This has a primer and a sealer built in. You may want some extra protection because it's a kitchen counter. So if you do, you can use Dixie Belle's Gator Hide. We won't be able to add that tonight because it won't be dry enough. So I'm just cutting in along the back splash. And this will probably definitely need 2 coats. And you're going to want to do a little sanding in between coats so that it stays nice and smooth. But yes, you can paint counters, you can paint almost anything. And because we're going from a light color to a dark color, we're definitely going to need a second coat. See, if I come in every day for a week now and do a little section of my counter, the whole way down, I'll get it done, right? Now, I'll be a little more methodical when I come in the next time. I'll do all of the walls and all of the cabinets and all of the counter all at once. Okay, what do you think? Already pretty dramatic. Okay, so currently I have this dark color on my cabinets, which is Dixie Belle's Colored Greens, which is a chalk mineral color. But we're going to switch it out, and we're going to stay with the green, but we're going to go with Hampton Olive. So let me get my knob off. Oh boy, that came off real easy. Okay, I'm just going to leave that open. So yeah, I'm not taking the doors off. Just not going to do it, because I've painted my cabinets a couple times, and you know, if I was doing it for someone else professionally, I would definitely be doing it. I'm just not going to do it. It's my kitchen, so I'm okay with it. Okay. All right, so same thing. We're going to take, I'm going to go ahead and close those, but I'll open them up. So I had a little chipping because I really didn't take, okay, I'm going to have to put this down. I see. I'm sorry. Let me bend that down so you're seeing that. Okay. All right, so there is a little chipping over here from before because I did not seal them properly. When I do it for customers, I do all of the steps and I do it right, but when I do it quickly for me, sometimes I just, skip a few steps. So, because I know I can paint it again anytime I want. But I am cleaning, and I am going to do a scuff sand. So these, like I said, this is a 1948 kitchen, or 38 kitchen, so it's really old. And I believe these are original cabinets. I'm pretty sure the countertops were upgraded like in the 50s. I could tell by the design that was on them. Okay, we're going to keep these pulled out. Okay. I don't remember whether I spritzed with water or not, so I'm going to do it again just to make sure. Because if you don't rinse off the White Lightning cleaner, the TSP cleaner, it will leave a residue and then your paint won't adhere right. So you always want to make sure that you get that off. Obviously, this is for demonstration. It's not ideal to paint your cabinet right after you paint your countertop. But as I mentioned, It's my kitchen, so I'll fix it. But I'm really excited to see what this is going to look like. I'm most especially excited for the lower cabinets. Okay, again, I have my sanding sponge, and we're just going to use this to give it a scuff sand, just to rough up the surface. So it accepts the paint. We're moving right along. I am going to bring my chair over here. Excuse me, I'm going to reach in front of you. So I don't have room for an eat-in kitchen. I'm also going to walk in front of you. Maybe not. Sorry, guys. All right. We're working it out. Okay, so again, we're using Hampton Olive, and I love this color. And let's see if I love it for my kitchen cabinets. So I'm using another Dixie Belle brush here. I'm using the Scarlet. All right, I'm going to push this in for a minute, just till I get underneath here. I will open these back up. I'm just trying to get some paint on there. So I'm not 100% sold on the backsplash yet. I may have to go back in and I don't know, do something else. Maybe bring in some moonshine metallics, something. Not liking that, but we'll see. I have plans to like rearrange things, like move the microwave around and stuff. So we'll see how my husband feels about those changes. This may only need one coat. And remember, it has the built-in primer and sealer. Okay, let me get this pushed in a bit. I always have to think of something fun to do on Tuesday Talk, so I thought, why not just start in the kitchen? These drawers do come out, and I probably will get them out whenever I complete this. Make sure everything's done right. But just for tonight, just so you see, we're just gonna do it like this. So I think that this is still going to go fine with my florals. The green is great with the florals. As you can see in the dinnerware and stuff. Well, I guess you can't see that now. But I love my roses, and I'm just tired of the red walls. So I think that this is going to work just fine. You get to see the mess in my cupboards. I wasn't kidding, was I? I do not kid around about stuff like that. But actually, I did get rid of a little bit of messes. Things that I had sitting on the counter, like for no reason. So I did do a little cleanup prior to having you all in. Okay, I did paint a little bit on my Tupperware cone. I should have a smaller brush here. Like I said, I'll clean this up. I may or may not paint the inside. I always do for a client, but since it's the same color, it might not be that weird. I mean, it's not the same color, but same color family. So can you still see? Okay. I think you can. So the floors are like wood. I'm liking this a lot. Okay, it is going to need 2 coats, but that's okay. I would not be surprised if what I have left in this jar does these whole lower cabinets. So if the jars that I brought home do this whole kitchen, that would be pretty sweet if we got it all done for $75. Because that would be, you know, the 3 jars. And yes, I am painting the hinges. I painted them the last time, so. Let's see, we've been on a half an hour, and we cleaned and painted a portion of the walls, the backsplash, and now my cabinet. I'm gonna paint that bottom part. I think it's time to reline the cupboards too. We just kind of did it real quick whenever we moved in. And now I'm ready for a better, nicer job. I did that. I did all the upper part with Pioneer Woman liner. I love it. So I might have to get it for everything. I have a little bit of it left. So maybe I'll just do that. That will make my little heart happy. I'm definitely going to need a second coat, but I really love it. I got a drip. One thing you want to make sure with this paint is you don't want to have any drips dry hard. You don't want to overwork the paint, but you don't want those drips. All right, we did it. I'm going to open this up. Just checking for those drips. Just watch your work so that you don't have them. What do you think? I'm just going to hold this knob up here. I think it's going to be pretty. As usual, I will take pictures tomorrow and post them on my Instagram. I might do, another coat so that you can really get a good representation of what it's going to look like. Because obviously I didn't do all of that there. But I can see that the countertop is almost dry. So obviously I'm gonna go back in and do the rest of the job. So the walls and everything is going to be just a little bit more of a project, but for now I can knock these cabinets out, especially the ones without doors. But I can get all this kind of done real quickly, I think. So kind of pleased, and just going to put my paint brushes in the bags and just leave them there as I work on this project. And let me come over and see you here. Let me adjust. Okay, so again, if we look up, we did a portion of the wall because I'm changing from red to white, and then we came down and did a little bit of the cabinet in the front. And if you were to look real close, you can see there's a big difference because the color before was called buttercream, and then I did a little bit of the backsplash. And again, not in love with that yet. So, but this is all about experimentation. Painted a little bit of the countertop, and like I said, that's going to need another coat. This is silk, and it does have a built-in sealer, but I like a glossy countertop, so I am probably going to seal it with gloss sealer after some gator hide. And then lastly, I changed the front. You can see the difference of the color on the side. That was the colored greens, and we're going with the Hampton olive. So if you, sorry about my hand there. If you were with me since the beginning of the video, then, well, you saw that I dropped you. But, I just went around my kitchen and we talked about some changes that I wanted to make. It is so hot, man. So I will be updating you and keep you posted on the changes in my kitchen. And if you have subscribed, I want to thank you so much. I am hoping that I can check afterwards and that we're at 900. That's incredible to me. And we only need 100 more then, and then we need our watch time. So if you are so obliged to go back and look at some Le Vintage Decor videos on my channel, that would be awesome too, so I get my watch time in. So I appreciate everything you do. I certainly do. And I am so glad you joined me tonight in my old kitchen in my old house. So Thursday is a collaboration video, another collaboration. And if you didn't see the Ugly Duckling video, please go back and watch the Ugly Duckling video. And there's a whole playlist because I collaborated with about 30 other YouTubers from all over the world, and it was really cool. So if you haven't seen those, you want to check that out. But Thursday, I have a collaborative video coming up. It's the great canvas exchange with Terry Stovall from Sisterhood of the Traveling Brush. So we did a little collaboration too. So there's more of those coming up too. So stay tuned for that. And then Saturday's step-by-step video, we should be finishing up that hobby horse that's now a carousel horse. So I worked on that a little bit last week, but that's going to be pretty cool too. So again, I appreciate you joining, and I thank you so much, and you have a wonderful night. Bye-bye.